Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is another video for Creatures Inc., the game that throws you and your friends into a world infested by creatures, where you have to battle to survive in a valley and where you can even capture and tame creatures. Today I want to talk about what the developers, Little Beaver Games, still have stored for us. But first, let's take a look at what we already have. For starters, we have a game that is still in an early access alpha stage. That means that there are possible bugs and errors in the game. Therefore, the devs are asking the community to help them out. With the bug reports, suggestions and other feedback, the community can help shape the game. If we get a look at their official Discord channel, we can really see the interaction between developers and players. And let me tell you that it's incredible to see this cooperation. In other words, the devs are really listening and are doing their best in putting what we as a community want in the best possible order of importance. The last couple of days we heard a lot of feedback related to running the game on a dedicated server with a brand new saving system. Last official announcement came on the 25th of April and I quote, "We are currently playing the game as a local dedicated server and it works really well, actually better than the co-op version. So currently we are working to remake the entire game code based on our old code, but redone for dedicated servers. We will keep you updated every day of our progress and we will need you to test this version with us." On the official Creatures Inc. Discord we read the following. "Today we have tested our game on an external dedicated server. The save system and the building system run well. We are very happy. Tomorrow we will try to add our map on the server and continue the testing. I'm very happy with the fact that the tests are running good. Maybe it is still too early to talk about a certain release date because of what I've heard from the devs. They have to rewrite 3/4 of the game's code in order for the game to run perfectly on a dedicated server. But fact is that we players will get what we asked for, a dedicated server system, and this way sooner than originally expected. Latest news from the devs is telling us the following. We could start public testing with the players around the 12th of May. Of course, because of these sudden changes in development plans, other things got shoved back into the future a bit. Let's have a look at the roadmap and see what else we can expect besides a dedicated server system. First of all, as we have a look at the roadmap, we notice that future development plans are divided into 4 big groups. Near term, which is within 1 to 3 months after the release date of the game, and that was the 22nd of March 2019. Midterm, which is within 4 to 6 months after release, and then we have long term, which is planned longer than 6 months after release. The 4th group is still to be determined when the development would take place. In those 4 groups, everything is categorized in yet other groups, which are crafting, content, gameplay, interface, settings and technical. In this video I'm going to concentrate mainly on the short-term development plans. In a later video I'll handle the mid and long-term plans. One of the plans in to be determined group is a dedicated server system which got shoved forwards. Also redoing the save system gets handled together with that dedicated server tests. So then we still have new types of vehicles and add a modding system that is planned for no idea when yet, because it still needs to be determined. But modding? Are there possible plans to give the community the opportunity to create their own mods for this game? That would be so cool. But of course we need a big community first. Let's take it step by step and therefore let's have a look at these short-term plans. As mentioned earlier, we're talking about 1 to 3 months after release. Okay, one of the things that the devs want to add are more crafting items. Right now we already have a variety of things we can craft, but not many. Think about tables, chairs, lamps, storage boxes, etc. Being able to craft more things would be very nice. Like for instance cabinets or closets. I have no idea what the devs have in mind, but I'm sure they will have a look at their Discord, on which several suggestions were already made. Next to crafting, the devs also want to implement some new content. One of those things are 3 new creatures. Right now we already have the Petraeosaurs, Wolfrons, Adamances, Giant Arachnocs, and the latest, the Mochlakens. On top of that, we can expect 2 new tameable creatures as well. Those were categorized under the gameplay section. Translations is also something on short-term agenda. Possible languages that will be added are French, Portuguese, Spanish, simplified Chinese, and German. The developers are going to work together with people from within the community for that. Furthermore, the devs want to add 3 more new zones in the game in short-term development. Those new zones will probably have to do with the 4 new contracts they will be adding as well. Those were also categorized under the gameplay section. 2 more new things got categorized under the new content tab as well as the gameplay tab, and that is adding more build items and adding new loot items. Build items are going to be an addition to the walls, windows, doors, stairs, etc. we already have to build our safe haven. What exactly we are going to get is out of my knowledge. The same goes for the new loot items. I don't know what the devs are thinking about, but it probably will be more different kind of food and drinks, ammunition, etc. I want to come back for a second on tameable creatures. A question that was already asked on the official Discord was, what are we with only 1 tameable creature? We can't tame more. Why can't we tame more? Let us tame more and put them in a cage or something at our safe haven, but give us still the ability to take only 1 with us when we are going for a hunt. Well, the devs listened to that and added a new gameplay feature on their roadmap. Add the possibility of having more than 1 tamed creature. Another new gameplay feature is planned is giving us players the possibility to name our tamed creatures. Something else I picked up from the community suggestions is the following. Add the ability to repair cars. I don't know yet how they are going to implement that, but I think it could be something like this. Make it possible for the player to create repair parts out of metal gears we find scattered around the valley. With those repair parts we could repair the car. How much of those repair parts we'll need could be completely dependable of how much the car got wrecked. Another new gameplay feature the developers want to add is being able to sell items. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think this will probably be the ability of selling weapons, ammo, food and drinks. To be completely sure, I asked the devs, but I'm still waiting for an answer. But that's not all for the new gameplay features the devs want to add. We also have the addition of being able to handle the gas of the car, which probably means that the devs are going to make it easier to drive slower or faster by using different speed intervals. And then we come to the last 2 new gameplay features that are going to be added in short-term development, and those are a way to review the prices for hunts and contracts. Now we get a certain amount of money if we kill creatures and when we fulfill contracts. Those amounts will probably need some tweaking later on in the game development. Also, the ability for creatures to attack or build structures is one of the new gameplay features that is coming to the game. That means that we will have to keep an eye out on the health points of our structures and that we will have to repair them where and when needed. So, ladies and gents, these are all the development plans that will be taken care of in short-term progress. Of course, everything got shoved around a little bit because now they are really focusing 150% on that dedicated server system. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button that appears on the screen at the end of this video. I want to thank you all for watching and you'll hear from me in my next video. Bye bye!